Greetings and welcome to Guided Notes on Exponential Notation. Today, let's look at exponential notation. So our learning goal was to test conjectures, to be able to test conjectures related to powers of numbers and explain how powers work. Right now, we're going to be filling in the blanks. So anytime we see a blank like this one over here, we're going to fill that in with the appropriate word. So a power is a representation of a number that is based on repeated multiplication. So let's write that in. Of the same factor. For example, 3 to the power of 5 is 3 times 3 times 3 times 3 times 3, or 5 to the power of 4 is 5 times 5 times 5 times 5. In the case of 3 to the power of 5, 3 is called the base. So please write in base right there. 5 is called the exponent. And 3 to the power of 5 is called a power. So we should label on here, this is the base, this is the exponent. The base is the factor that is repeatedly multiplied. The exponent tells how many times the factor is multiplied. When you write x squared, you say you have squared a number. Or written it to the power of 2, or the second power. When you write x3, you say you have cubed a number. Or written it to the power of 3, or the third power. Raising a positive number to a positive power usually increases it even more. Even more than multiplying the base by the exponent. For example, 8 times 3 is only 24, but 8 to the power of 3 is 8 times 8 times 8, which is 512, which is much more. The exponent 2 is used to describe units of area. To calculate the area of a square unit, you multiply the side length by itself. For example, 1 centimeter times 1 centimeter. So each square unit is really 1 square centimeter squared. The exponent 3 is used to describe units of volume. To calculate the volume of a cubic unit, you multiply the height by the length by the width. For example, 1 centimeter times 1 centimeter times 1 centimeter. So each cubic unit is really 1 to the power of 3 centimeters cubed. When using a calculator to show a power, you enter the base number, then the button x to the power of y, and then the number for the exponent. On some calculators, you may need to use a different button, such as yx, or a to the power of b, or box to the power of x. This is just for your reference for when you are doing your own work. I'm not going to read this whole thing for you. I don't have any blanks for you on this page. Let's go right to the next. So here we have key terms. Base. The number that gets multiplied. You got it. By itself when using an exponent. For example, 25 equals 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. So 2 is the base in 2 to the power of 5. That's not right. This should say 2 to the power of 5, not 25. So you should fix that on there. Cube a number to multiply a number by itself and by itself again. For example, 3 times 3 times 3 is 3 cubed. Exponent. The number of times a number or unit is multiplied by itself, also called a power. It is written as a small raised number to the right of the base. Exponential notation. A way to write numbers that uses powers, for example, writing 100 as 10 squared. And a power. The number of times a number or unit is multiplied by itself, also called an exponent. For example, 5 to the second power is 5 times 5, or 5 squared. Note that a base and its exponent together, for example, 5 squared, can also be called a power. So square is to multiply a number by itself. And that's it for now. We'll talk to you later.